Do you believe in magic? Well, Walt Disney World is one of the places that it feels like magic exists. Lots of people know about the name Disney World and all of its theme parks, but they do not know about its history and all that it includes. I am giving this speech today to inform you on how the famous Walt Disney World came to be and about all the scenery and attractions that come with it. I have multiple experiences and sources that will allow me to help you tell you more about this magical place. Today I will tell you about Disney World's history, its parks, and all of its other attractions. The famous Disney that everyone knows and loves would not be possible today without its creator, Walt Disney. Walt Disney was born in December 5th of 1901, and he died December 15th of 1966. According to the article, Walter Ellis Disney, Walt Disney was the one that created the famously known Mickey Mouse in the cartoon Steamboat Willie. After taking his children to other amusement parks, he decided that he wanted to build a park where the whole family could have fun together, and this is how he came up with the idea of Disneyland. His dream of family fun amusement parks were then extended into Orlando, Florida, where Disney World is. According to Rick Folks, the author of History of Disney World, in 1963, because of all of the success of Disneyland, Disney started making plans for Walt Disney World. He chose the land near Orlando, Florida, because he liked the good weather in Florida and liked the large city nearby. After all the land was purchased, Disney had over 27,000 acres of land. Walt Disney World required $400 million and 9,000 workers to build it. Because it was such a large project, the governor of Florida gave Disney the permission to have full control over building codes, zoning, and planning. According to Gary Cross, the author of the article Walt Disney World opened to the public on October 1st, 1971. Disney World was Disney World was similar to Disneyland, but a much larger park. Even though Walt Disney died in 1966, the park was completed in the expression of Disney's vision. It took no time for the park to become a success. In the first months it was open, 3 times the park reached max capacity and had to restrict entry for several hours. The parks are the main thing that people know about in Disney, and there are 4 different parks: Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Hollywood Studios, and Animal Kingdom. Magic Kingdom was the first park to open in 1971. According to the article Disney Theme Parks, these parks were created by people called Imagineers. Imagineers were made up of talented thinkers and technicians that Disney put together. Magic Kingdom is twice the size of Disneyland and contains 4 themed zones. Fantasyland, which is based largely on cartoon characters and fairy tales. Adventureland, which has attractions with world travel themes. There's Frontierland, which was organized around a replica of Mark Twain and Western themes. And there's also Tomorrowland, with a technology, space, and science fiction theme. In the middle of the park is a Cinderella Castle. Leading up to the Cinderella Castle is Main Street, USA, which is a fantasy replica of the American small town in the 1900s, and it is what you first see when you first walk in. The second park to open was Epcot. It opened in 1982. This was the main park that Disney wanted to open. Epcot stands for the Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. It is divided into different futuristic exhibits called Future World and the international exhibits called World Showcase. Hollywood Studios is the third park that was opened in 1989. This park contains movie-based rides with tours of stage sets. This park was designed more for adults. Hollywood Studios is the least popular park out of the four parks. Animal Kingdom is the last park to be opened, and it was opened in 1998. It was the marriage of theme park and zoo. The land used for this park is 10 times as large as Disneyland. At the center of the park is a 145-foot tall concrete tree called the Tree of Life, and it looks like an ancient tree in Africa. Animal Kingdom contains lands such as Africa, Rafiki's Planet Watch, and that is a themed nature and ecology center, Asia, Dinoland USA, and Camp Minnie Mouse, which is just made up of animated animals. Animal Kingdom has a Kilimanjaro safari, which creates an ecosystem and places animals in a natural setting close to visitors. The safaris are as authentic as possible and try to make it seem as if you are in a real African safari. There are many other attractions that are on Disney, such as Downtown Disney. This is an outdoor shopping plaza with brick streets. They are filled with different restaurants and Disney-themed stores. Live entertainment is going on periodically throughout the day. There's also resorts, which are many different hotels. Many different hotel resorts have been built near the parks, all themed differently. One that is connected to Animal Kingdom, and you could wake up in the morning and find an elephant or a giraffe outside your window. The Caribbean Beach, Port Orleans, and Coronado Springs resorts were built around the idea of stimulated travel to exotic places and times. There are also golf courses, water parks, and camps. Disney World has its own golf course that is Disney-themed. The golf carts are even based on the Disney characters such as Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. There are 3 water parks on Disney World's land. The first one is called River Country, and it was the first to be opened in 1976. The second one is called Typhoon Lagoon, which opened in 1989, and the last one was Blizzard Beach, which was opened in 1995. And all of the water parks were very popular from the start. The United States has its very own little magical kingdom, and that place is called Walt Disney World. In this speech, I told you about the history, the parks, and all the other attractions that are included at Walt Disney World. Now, after learning about all the time and energy that was put into this place, I hope that you can see what an important destination Disney World really is. Without Disney World, there would not be a place where people's dreams can come true.